Here we are, back in Arabia, where we enjoy watching pro, or at least high-leveled players go at it and see who comes out on top. In the blue we have 828, and I think it was Stark from RVK. I did hear through the grapevine that 828 was Stark from RVK. That could be wrong, could be right. I'll have to check it later, because I actually can't remember exactly now, but that's the name that's on my lips there. Or on the tip of my tongue, I can't remember the expression off the top of my head. And he's going to be playing as Huns, because we are in Arabia. It is a Huns war. I know everybody really doesn't seem to like them, but it's a standard game. It's really hard to find things that aren't. Like, even arenas. To me, arenas played out the same style every single time. That's how I feel. It's how a lot of people feel about Arabia. But it just depends on your personal preference from map, really, and what you enjoy watching. I like watching Arabia. Hun Wars, for me, are exciting. I enjoy watching them. You can see just how good a player is by it, because they're expected to play at their best every single time, and if that town center's idled for a second, in the start it can cost you the game in a Hun War. So 828 playing as Stark. Over in the red we have NarutoFan, also known as Sletton, who will be playing as Huns as well. So nothing too bad. So if we just check out the map quickly, see what they're all up to, because I don't really have any announcements to make. Gold for Sletton's pretty shit, honestly, just straight off the top there. If you look at it, a lot of it's actually encased there, and it is on the edge of the map, so he is losing a lot of surface area there. So... and his other one's all the way over here, so for him, this is really a bad map. He does have two backwoods though, but he will have to wall this section here. The front as well, it's definitely a wallable map if you look at it. The only problem would be this big area here, but we've seen people wall bigger ones than that. In Masters of Arabia, we saw a lot of big walls in that, because I covered most of the first round for that, so that was good. The boy is in, looks like he's going to be putting up his second lumber camp now. On the opposite, nothing too bad there. And there we go, lumber camp going up. Over here, we've got 828 already onto farms. He's got his berries up, and he'll be advancing quite soon. And Sletton, what do we got? Sletton's going to be going up right now. He's only just got loom there at the end. Quite an interesting tack from him. Will, though, allow him to get more villagers out, so he's going to have increased production while getting loom. Something interesting there, and the arena game we saw before, he didn't even get loom until he got to, like, I think he got to feudal before he got loom. And that's just because you get increased resources, because you haven't wasted the time. Not saying that loom's a waste of time, but you could have one villager out instead of doing loom, because they take the same amount of time. So you could have an extra villager and go up on that, or go up earlier. Barracks is up for Sletton. The wall off is going down here. It looks like over here as well. Don't know if he's going to go for the front. We'll have to wait and see for that one. Barracks is actually up for 828 already, and he's going to be going for a really big late
What the scariest thing is?
And 828, there we go. I just heard someone through that, and I was wondering what was going on. But it's just the taunt, don't worry. It made me feel weird. I thought I'd left YouTube or something open in the background. But I don't generally do that. And forward come the militia for 828 now, and I'm really interested to see what he tries to do with these, because they are quite late, and he is moving in with some spears, so he knows that the stable is up now. So he's going to he might be able to do quite a bit of damage with this if he does it right. He will be able to break through these palisade walls using that militia. He has got his archery range down already. Man-at-arms going up now. And down goes the second range, so he's going to be going for the range. And a massive wall off for him right now. If we look, stone walling off this section. This is actually a huge wall off. I don't know how he plans on defending this one. This is actually crazy. He's going to be walling off a good, like third of the map. That's going to be really hard to play against, so Sletton might get himself an advantage out of this one. Especially because he's got a small wall off. But naturally, the good defense to a wall off is walling off yourself. If you can't hurt their economy, don't let them hurt yours. You do see this a lot. And actually going for this stable here, he might actually be able to kill it off. Men-at-arms do have what it takes. And that spear in there as well is really going to hold back those scouts that are being produced. In come these ones, though, could potentially lose a few villages here, especially if he sees this outer wall. Could lose this one and even this one over here as well. But that spearman over here will be pretty much defending out fairly well. And over here, though, looking not so good. And it looks like that villager there will probably get killed off, and probably a few more of these ones here as well. Looks like he's going to react just in time. That spearman might just be enough to scare him off. And did he get one yet? Come on, just hit it once more. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. So getting one out of that and not losing a scout. Pretty good effort there. However, this stable over here is starting to get really low and is forced to repair it, which is something you really don't want. But 828 definitely using those man-at-arms to his advantage right now, really trying to get some damage in. Double archery range finally coming down from Sletten, so he's going to be able to start putting on the pressure with them. These scouts have been doing fairly well, but it looks like they're going to be locked into this base here. Again, oh, nope. Gap. What a useless wall off. And it looks like the stable here actually will be killed off, because I don't think these villagers are going to be able to stay here when we've got archer units sitting behind them. So I don't know how this is going to play out. The skirmishers might push them back, yes they are, and these scouts as well. Definitely going to be doing the damage they need. No upgrades on them yet, so not in the worst situation. Extra bit of stone wall going down there. I've actually got some, what would you call that, like long-range stone mining going on there. Don't know if it's particularly worth it, but couldn't be too bad, I suppose. And fighting on this hill here, lots of spears actually out for 828 right now. And I keep saying 828 instead of Stark. I'm going to say 828 just in case it isn't, so yeah. But of course, pushing these scouts back. But Sletton's starting to delete his wall off. Looks like he wants to start going forward right now. He will be able to pick off the spears fairly easily with these skirmishes, because they do get a bonus versus spearmen. So it's going to be an interesting one to see. And I like the fact that it's still long distance mining there. I don't know whether he just has a real low amount of wood available to him, or... Well, he's on 40 population, and Sletton's on 51, so that should give you a good hint there, but I don't know how this is going to play out. It looks like Sletton will be able to take this one here, especially if he targets down these spearmen. No, not targeting down the spears. Definitely would be a good play, and then he could just run in and kill everything off with the scouts. But it looks like he's going to be running away here, and was that a target on that? It looks like it was. All the spearmen starting to get pretty low on HP right now. These scouts might be able to take out all these skirmishers here, and he's going to be forced to move forward with these spearmen, and this is exactly what Sletton wants. Going to be able to take them out with the skirmishers and archers that he's got there. And looks like these spears are actually doing the job they're meant to. They are killing off the scouts. Is that still... Nope, looks like all of them are gone, so this one here should be cleaned up fairly quickly now by Sletton. So that's a good play from him, playing smart, as we know, target firing units that are really going to give you trouble. Anything else? Still no upgrades on these guys. Anyone going up? Doesn't look like you're going to be going up anytime. Sletton, 828, same deal. Looks like he's going to be stuck in feudal for a little bit longer. He is, however, keeping on creating those archers over here as well. Looks like he's going for a full archer combo right now. A few skirmishes, of course, mixed in just because he didn't have the gold supply that he needed. Either that or he wanted to just have some fodder there. Ready to go. Lots of farms coming up. We do have quite a bit of gold gatherers by Sletton. Just looking around, see if I can spy anything interesting going on. Doesn't look like it particularly. Again, this archery range here could be in a bit of trouble though. It looks like we might actually see this one get killed off. And here they come. Will they get targeted? Yes, they will. Could lose a villager here potentially. No, 8 archery range still being... This is going to be close. Putting another range up behind it though, playing fairly smart. He needs to get something in there though, because they will just be able to run through soon. And here comes that quick wall off. Yes, good play there by 828. Managing to hold this one off. Watch how it is going up here. Probably a smart idea. Looks like this archery range though is going to go down. And that's actually really going to hurt. What? 21. There we go. That's actually going to hurt his unit production, and that cost him 175 wood. 828 going up into the castle age. And now Sletton as well, just a bit in front of him. So it's going to be an interesting one here. It looks like we are going to be seeing cavalry archers out of both players. I can't see a lean towards any stable units here, especially because NarutoFan already has Sletton. Already has the stable up. We could see him have bloodlines already. I'm actually looking to see if there's got any scouts out on the map. No bloodlines yet. There goes Sletton upping now. Any bloodlines? No. Crossbow and elite skirmisher, actually. Wait, there we go. Cavalry archer. I thought it was going to go for a complete elite skirmisher mix there. Scariest thing. Anyway, elite skirmisher going to be really helpful up against his opponent's complete archer range mix. But saying that, 2 knights. Are we going to see 2 knights? 2 knights. Yes, 2 knights coming out of the 2 stables straight away. We'll be able to clean up these skirmishes really easy. And these crossbows could be in trouble as well, especially if he's got all the upgrades to hold this one down. and I don't think he's got any off the top of my head. Mangonel is out for Sletton right now, going to be really piling on the pressure. It looks like, though, we do have NarutoFan going to be running into a bit of trouble over here with his resources. We can see that 828 has been walling them off, which is just a pain to try and deal with. And it looks like this cavalry archer will spot this villager and kill it off eventually. However, looking at the map, though, Sletton's doing quite well holding this one down. He's keeping the pressure on. Looks like this archery range will be killed off next. I don't think it's going to be in range of this tower, no, so he's still in no trouble. And missing over here. Anything else? No. Over here, though, a few knights actually out for Sletton, so he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage, especially if it's a Mangonel battering ram in here. Let's actually have a look at what we've got. Yes, we've got a Mangonel in there, but it's not going to be able to do much versus those knights. And I think right now Sletton's being a little bit overcautious coming back to defend from this. He does have another Mangonel on the way, which is interesting considering he's probably going to lose them to these knights straight away. But a lot of knights are actually moving forward right now for 828. I think Sletton has seen them, so he's going to be able to defend them for a little while. He's just going to pray that this Mangonels aren't killed off before the knights get here. I would say it's going to burst into flames any second, expel those Mangonels. Knights are getting close. It's so close. You're going to be kicked out soon. There we go. So they are kicked out now, but here we go. The damage is on. 828 putting up a pretty good defense here, actually. Pushing forward with the knights, stopping them going around to hit these Mangonels. But right now, it looks like they are going to be taken out quite quickly. Another one on the way, not going to be able to do a lot actually over here, and we're losing these. 828 actually losing a lot of his units over here. These crossbows are just in too big a mass for him actually to deal with right now. Mangonels, of course, still doing that damage they need to, but just not enough. We do have more knights coming out right now for 828, pushing out across the map. But again, he's not going to be able to do a lot. These ones over here actually doing quite a bit of damage to these skirmishes, but once these cavalry archers come in to reinforce, I don't think he's going to be able to do too much damage. We can see as well, Sletton's only gone up onto 2 town centres, and it looks like we've still got 828 sitting on 1, which isn't surprising considering the amount of stonewalling he did. I don't think he would have actually been able to get anything up after that. It looks like though these knights will be moving forward, and they're going to actually be able to do quite a bit of damage back here, because like I said, Sletton's only got the 2 town centres up right now. Actually 3, we've got one over here as well, it's my mistake for missing that one. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do enough damage. Because like I said, there's town centers up, the only real place he's going to be able to get harassment is here. And that's going to really hurt actually. So continuing to watch this play out, looks like this archery range could be next. Another stable going up for 828, so it looks like he's really just started to go for that knight push. Something that's really, really effective if you can pull it off right. Cavalry archers in mass can take them out extremely quickly. And especially if you've got a hill advantage like this, you're going to be able to just destroy them. And Sletton's actually up by 1,800 points right now already, and we're only at the 32-minute mark into the game. You can see how well that early pressure's just done for him. He's done wonders with it. Looks like he will be losing quite a few villages over here though, so 828 looking to get back into the game, and I don't think Sletton's paying attention here. He did lose 3 villages because he lost 2 here and 1 behind the town centre over there. So that's an interesting one there. So 828's still in it if he can come back with some good harassment. But Sletton at the moment, he's got such a lead in the army tab. He's just going to be able to do so much damage compared over. And he's going to be able to defend pretty much anything that 828 throws at him from here. Something interesting, we don't see a lot of Sletton games actually. So I decided, when I saw it there, I thought, why not? We may as well chuck it in. And Blacksmith will be going down. Forging is finally being done. They do have the +2 armor, but I don't think... Yes, Forging will get done because he did stop attacking it. And that's his loss there. Maybe he should have just killed it off straight away and just stopped his opponent getting that +1 attack. Continuing to lose these knights right now because there's not a lot he can do. 828, nowhere near going to Imperial. Sletton actually could be saving up. Looking at it, he's got nearly enough gold and the food's definitely going up. And he's got quite a few farms out now. So he could actually be saving up to go to Imperial right now. Looks like he is still losing quite a few villages, as we know, trying to get back into the game with some harassment, something that everybody does, especially when you're behind. That harassment is so important. These knights here not killing off too many, he could have killed off a lot of villagers down over here actually. Something really interesting. Battering ram is out for Sletton right now, so things just got serious. And it looks like this knight will be taken out. Yes, there we go, this one as well. Looks like the town centre has been garrisoned, so there's not a lot it's going to be able to do to get away. Looks like we haven't seen could be ballistics. I don't think we've seen it. Have we even seen a university? Doesn't... yes we have. Haven't seen... Don't think we saw ballistics. We're either missing ballistics or thumb ring. Can't remember exactly which one at the moment, especially judged by that. These knights, of course, still trying to keep up the damage, but I don't think he's going to be able to work his way back into this one. The early aggression from Sletton was just so good. He managed to put in a lot of pressure, and he kept it up quite well. These knights again running in, trying to get some harassment. They do have 2+2 pierce armor, so you can see why they're just running in, but still, I don't think it's worth losing these knights at this stage. You should really be trying to build them up, because he's... How many villages are you going to get there? Like 2? Maybe a few more. 1... Wait, no. No, he's gonna kill 1. So that really was not worth it there. 5 knights for 1 villager. Yeah, we know how that's gonna end. It didn't really even stop him collecting resources either, so it's definitely not a successful raid. We do see more knights moving in. This might actually be enough to kill off the town center if these units don't move into play soon enough. But I'm interested to see why Sletton starts... Once he starts putting in this on the pressure again, I think it's gonna be GG, just straight from there. You know, move this battering ram forward. Start pushing him with the damage. It actually looks like we're seeing a town center come up here on, you could say that's 828 gold pile. So that's quite harsh and a really annoying thing that you can do, but of course, if you're not using the resource, your opponent will. Sletton going up to the Imperial Age now, and still, it looks like 828's nowhere near it. These knights here, looks like they will be killed off. Eventually, at any rate. And if he's not careful enough, these cavalry archers all might actually be able to run into his base. Go on, run in after him. Do it. Nah, not game enough. Well, I don't think he would have actually been able to make it. But anyway, still Sletton up by a lot at this stage. Of course, battering ram against stone wall. We know how that's going to end. And a hell of a lot of cavalry archers actually out for Sletton right now. I don't think that 828's actually just going to be able to deal with this at all. Like, I don't know how he would be able to do it. Unless he drops a castle on the frontier, that'll get him through until Sletton hits Imperial, but apart from that, I don't think there's going to be anything he can do. And what are we seeing from here? Have we seen a castle yet? No, nearly good enough to drop one though. Might even see a castle get dropped on the front for Sletton, just so he can just push his way in really quickly. Looks like he's actually taking his luck with this watchtower, gonna try and kill it off. Something interesting, you don't generally see cavalry archers go all out on a watchtower. And here they go, trying to get some more harassment, but they will be boxed in by these units. This isn't going to end well, and nope, none of them are going to get out of there. A few knights actually coming in from over on this side. This was actually a good play by 828. Managed to get quite a few villager kills here, actually, and a monk kill. It looks like Sletton did get 1 convert there. I can't exactly tell if that was his knight or not, but still getting quite a few kills here. We can see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a monk. That's a pretty good effort, but... like I said, at this point he's really far behind, and I don't think he's going to be able to come back. If he does, it's probably going to be one of the best comebacks I've ever seen if he manages to. So, you know, I'm keeping my books open for it. I'd love to see it. And, of course, here we go. Up he goes, castle going up on the frontier. This is probably going to push 828 a little bit too much right now. And there's a game from 828. He knows he can't hold off after that castle goes up. Great play by Sletton so far in the game. He just managed to push in so hard, and that feudal damage he did with the scouts was great. And then going straight into castle and just putting the damage on like he did. Taking out these archery rangers here would have really hurt him, because of course they are 175 wood each. And that's units that you can't produce because of that, because you're forced to put up more rangers. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the game.